Joining us now, Republican Main Street Caucus Chair. He's South Dakota Congressman Dusty Johnson. Congressman, always a pleasure to see you. So is it going to be one big reconciliation bill on Trump's desk by April? Lindsey Graham, and, they're also talking about two bills. Where do you stand on this? Because the tax cuts, $4 trillion, $5 trillion worth of taxes are about to go up.
Well, on Sunday night, I'm going to have I'm going to have dinner with President Donald Trump, and we're going to talk about it. And ultimately, he is the quarterback of the football team. He's going to make the play call, and then we're going to go execute. Now, there will be some disagreements about exactly what is in one package or two. But, Liz, I'm going to be honest with you. No matter how we structure it, in the end, we are going to secure the border. We are going to unlock American energy. We're going to push back against the Chinese Communist Party, and we're going to shove the woke out of our military and out of the federal government. We have got to get these things done. And again, on Sunday, over dinner, President Trump and I are going to talk about what is the right way to get that done.
But absent tax cuts, can Trump do a lot of this? Can he overturn a lot of Biden's policies via executive orders, like shutting the border, reversing Biden's new ban on offshore oil and gas drilling? We understand Democrats will file lawsuits like they always do, but can Trump do that?
He can do a lot with executive order, and he will do a lot with executive order, but that is not the gold standard. The gold standard is for us to get into law these kind of common sense policies that the American voters voted for. I mean, yes, he can do border security with an executive order, but it's that much better for us to come together, the Senate, the House, and the White House together to secure the border. The problem with executive orders, Liz, and I know you know this, is they can go away overnight under a new president. Let's put this gosh darn stuff into law. That makes it much harder to change.
Congressman, Senate Majority Leader John Thune reportedly told President Trump he believes Pete Hegseth will get the votes to be Pentagon chief. Let's please get your reaction as Senator Thune on exactly what you're talking about the Trump agenda and passing it. Watch this.
We've got to act collectively, House, Senate, and White House, to extend the 2017 tax cuts. Now, in doing that, I believe there will also be a robust conversation about whether we can find offsets and achieve reductions in spending that would help offset some of that. And I think we are dramatically underfunding our military today. I think the president believes that, President Trump, and I think a lot of our Republican colleagues in the House and the Senate share that view. So can we do this through reconciliation? We're obviously looking at our options. We're going to do everything we can to ensure that he has the people he wants in place. I think you give great deference and latitude to a president when it comes to people he wants to put into key positions. And national security ones are especially important. But the Senate has a role, advice and consent.
Okay, let's get back to what we were just talking about, Congressman. You're making important points, but here's the thing. Can Trump do a lot of executive orders first to try to reverse the damage Biden did to America, and then you guys come back and do one big bill and get it done quickly? Or is it going to take a two-step, two-bill strategy? Lindsey Graham is talking about that. Again, the scary part is the Trump tax cuts expire at the end of the year. That's a $5 trillion tax hike.
Well, failure is not an option. We are not going to increase taxes on American families by $5 trillion. We will get this done. Similarly, we will secure the border. Now, are there some border security things the president can do via executive order? Yes, and Liz, he will do that. We do need to, just as you described, come along behind that and make sure that we codify as much border security as we can. Now, here's the interesting thing. Border security is an 80-20 issue. There are some Democrats who understand how their party lost their way. It cost Kamala Harris the election. And so we may get a few votes along the way from Democrats who understand the insanity of what has been going on at the southern border.
That's really interesting news. To recap what Congressman Dusty Johnson has just said, House Democrats may go along with the law and new legislation to stop and possibly shut the border. Congressman, you always bring it. You're very smart. We appreciate it. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.